No discussion on success can be complete without a strategy for handling problems, for they are ubiquitous. As the infamous Murphy's Law states, if anything can go wrong, it will. There are some who have learned how to look on problems as challenges and utilize the opportunities inherent in them to rise upwards, while others with defective attitudes, they get crumbled and break down in the face of hardships. Today, let us discuss the mindset required in the face of problems. Saint Kabir, he expressed the different attitudes people have towards problems. Sona sajjana sadhujana, toote jude saubara, durjana kumbha kumar ke eke kara darar. Says, look, the nature of evil people is they don't have grit. Like the potter's pot, once smashed, they are broken forever. And the nature of gold, of saints and pure-hearted, you break them 100 times, they will join back again. So, today, let us discuss the mindset required in the face of problems. First point, expect problems. If you have a job, you can only justify your salary by the fact that you are solving problems that you face. Some naive people say, I work and why do I get problems while working? If you did not get problems, there would be no reason for you to have a job. Your primary job in any position is problem solver. So to think I should not get any problems is like somebody saying I am a vegetarian, so no bull should charge me. How simple-minded it is. Problems are a fact of life. Expect them. How do you know that you are progressing? Let's say you are climbing a hill. The journey is uphill. Similarly, you are progressing in life. If you know that there are difficulties and challenges that you have to face. Many people, they keep a very, very black and white perspective and only think of one aspect. A child is born to them, he will be the next Shravan Kumar and he will serve us all our life. Now that child, he grows up to become Rakshas Kumar. And the parents have a heart attack. We never expected he will be like this. Why did you not expect? You should have kept both possibilities in mind. So think problems can arise. Like the cartoonist Ashley Brilliant, he says, I like to take one day at a time, but recently many days have attacked me together. The second, anticipate problems. You expect them. It is said that the blow that knocks you out is the one you were not anticipating. It may not be the hardest. So, when you anticipate, you prepare for it in advance. You have a policy to handle crisis. One child, he had gone to collect his final exam grades from school and he realized that he is failed. So he texted his mother, I have failed in math, prepare dad. The mother texted back, Dad is prepared, prepare yourself. So, this is anticipating. That doesn't mean you keep worrying. Anticipate with positivity. One lady, she woke up her husband at 2 a.m. in the morning and said, "My dear husband, it seems there's a burglar in the house." So he went down and he found himself staring in the face of a revolver. There was actually a burglar. So the burglar, he asked him to hand over. He handed over the jewelry, the cash. Finally, when the burglar was about to depart, this man said, "Mr. Thief, if you don't mind, I'd like you to come and meet my wife. She has been expecting you since the last 20 years. That is worrying about problems unproductively. You anticipate them in a productive manner. And then the third point, face the problem. Don't be like the ostrich who sees the problem and ducks its head into the mud. That is running away from them. A few decades ago, there was a commercial on television of the elephant in the room. The commercial showed an ordinary American household where people were going about doing their works, and in the room was an elephant. But people were doing their stuff as if there is no elephant present. So, this is running away from it. It is like that circus trainer. He was a lion tamer. So he let out a message. Lion tamer wants tamer lions. If you got lions who are tamer, I would like to tame them. He is just being hopeful. The problem will shrink instead of himself growing in the face of it. So face the problem, but put it in its proper perspective. It is only a problem. It is not the end of the world. Marriage counselors will tell you that couples who become estranged and maybe even divorce, it all started off with a little thing. The wife said that I need to watch this housekeeping channel. And the husband said, no, I wish to watch the cricket channel. That is all it was about. But then they increased that problem. They made such a huge thing out of it. तुम तो कभी हमारी सुनती ही नहीं हो, तुम हमारी कभी मानती ही नहीं हो. And then they start becoming historical. You see, one man, he said to his friend, it is 9 o'clock, I need to go home. He said, why don't you stay one more hour? You know, if I stay one more hour, my wife will become historical. So he said, become hysterical you mean? No, she will become historical. She will remember all the episodes that took place in the last 20 years. So making mountains out of molehills, just put the problem in its proper perspective. How do you do that? You think of people who have bigger problems. It was not even 100 years ago. The world was in a huge global war where people were in trenches in front of tanks with dynamites blowing up here and there. And what is our problem now? You know, the temperature is 76. I wanted it at 72 degrees Fahrenheit. What a big problem. So there is a difference between actually a big problem and our mind making it a big problem. Think of people who have faced bigger issues. then you will not feel so discouraged. The important thing is to learn from your failures. It is said you don't drown by falling into the water. You drown by remaining in it. Anybody who's learning to walk will naturally trip many times. But every time you trip, it should be to learn the secret of a better walking.